Transforming complexity into clarity is just not my job. It is my calling. I remember in 2020, I had a frantic call from a client named Alex. He was so upset, he was angry that he was paying too much in taxes. And as I was looking at him, he had these deep lines in his forehead. He was just in so much anxiety, so much anger. And I looked at him, I said, Alex, everything will be okay. And he asked this agonizing question, Angeleen, what can I do about this? What can I do about paying too much in taxes? I want to be able to help take my family on vacation. I want to be able to invest back into my business. And then that's when Angeleen Harris stepped in. See, my journey as an accountant started long ago, helping people not only with their numbers, but helping them to grow in their business. And as a mother, as a wife, as a grandmother, it's always been my calling to nurture people, to ensure their financial future. And so when I got back with Alex, I presented a plan to him. He had the biggest smile on his face, realizing that there was something he was able to save in taxes. It wasn't a lost cause. I was able to save him over $210,000, and he was elated. So you see, taxes are not a burden. It could be an opportunity. And that's what we do in our practice. We help entrepreneurs save in taxes. Angeleen, Gail, get in here. Have you ever experienced your mother calling you by your first and middle name? You knew right then and there you were in big trouble. Well, I remember at the age of 9 or 10 years old, my mother gave me the key to the food pantry so that my brother and sisters would not eat up all the food in the pantry. You see, I felt this power with this key, being the oldest sister, that I had control over who gets food and who doesn't. But you know what? That very first week with the key, I fell in. I got suckered in. We ate up the food, and I did as well. I participated. And then I had to respond to my mother's wrath, that call. Angeleen, Gail, I knew right then and there I was in big trouble. And my mother looked at me and she said, I could not trust you. I can't trust you. And right then and there, it was like a knife piercing in my heart to hear my mother say, I can't trust you. And it was right then and there I resolved at that young age that I would never lose trust with anyone, that I'll always try to do my best to be accountable, to be trustworthy, and to be responsible when I'm given responsibility. Even unto the death of my mother, she trusted me. Even though at that time it was painful, but over the years, my mother trusted me with everything, even her life, her finances. So at that point in time, I really took that to heart. Trust is everything. And with trust, you don't want to break that. And that's what I do with my clients. I let them know that they can trust me from the beginning to the end. Now, moving forward 20 years later, there was a situation at my job. I was working at the height of my career. I've been at this company for almost 17 years, and the one tragic thing happened. One client, a doctor client, he called and asked me to fax over his payroll information. And so I did that quickly, and it was during a payroll period time where it was very busy. But out of my haste, I faxed it to the wrong fax number. I faxed it to his staff number instead of his personal number. So his staff saw his salary information, and he was livid. Oh my God. The wrath came down quick. My boss called me into the office, and immediately I was demoted, my hours was cut, and my pay was cut. At that time, I thought, 17 years. You know, I've never really made a mistake like that before. You know, why so harsh? But, you know, I went with it. I didn't leave, I didn't quit, because I needed the job. even though it was half pay, half of the hours, but I needed a job. So I persevered through. And it was then that I learned that you hold your head up. You move forward, even during the times of challenges, during the time of you feel like you've been let down, feel like you've been just kind of thrown away, where your life is just going haywire when you were at your height. But persevere through, move forward. Don't let it get you down. And that's what I did. But you know what? Even during that time, I was staying there, I started seeing other accountants leaving. They were putting in their resignation. And although I got demoted and the boss was around looking and interviewing for other accountants to fill those positions, guess what? Right there, sitting at that administrative desk, was his answer. He came back to me and said, Angeleen, we need your help. And at that time, they brought me back on full time, restored my salary, and gave me back my block of clients. You know, that right there tells me perseverance pays off. So you never give up. Never give up. It will pay off. You know, as I was sitting in my office filled with ledgers and tax reports, and just thinking about my career at a high, feeling good as where I was and the things that I've accomplished. But you know, life has a way of humbling you. And I was humbled one year. I remember in 2010, I got the dreaded notice. Actually, my husband and I received the dreaded notice from the IRS, the one that everyone fears, that audit notice. We were under audit for the past 3 years. And during that audit, my husband and I, we were just frantic, thinking, what do we do? How can this happen? Me being the expert, the accountant, the tax professional, things were just running through my head. Oh my gosh, what's happening here? But through that year of audit, it was very difficult. Our household was just in rambles, you know, shambles, because my husband and I were at each other, making sure that we had everything together. And come to find out, we lost over $30,000 in tax deductions. And that was my eye-opener then, to really focus in on tax strategy and tax planning. Because we were not professional real estate professionals, we were working full-time jobs, the IRS said, these deductions are not allowable by you. So you know what? Being the professional I am, even us, experts, need help. We need to seek professional advice from others as well. So I reached out to the Carla Dennis Tax Reduction Company. And after training with them, being mentored by them, being under their expertise, we were not only able to turn that tragedy into an opportunity. At that point, we were able to even purchase more real estate property and save in taxes. So I just want to share with you, even as professionals, the expert that you are, that I am, we need to reach out for help. We need mentorship. We still need training by other professionals to seek for their advice as well. We're not on this island by ourselves. We do better, accomplish more when we're with the community, when we're seeking help from others as well. So what would I tell my 21-year-old self? Well, the first thing I would say is make sure that you live life pleasing unto God. Second is to find a mentor, someone that will help you, to guide you through life. And then third, invest in yourself so that you can love yourself enough to believe in your dreams and accomplish your dreams. So my first one, please living your life pleasing unto God. I just remember that what's carried me through my young age. I remember the times where finances weren't good, didn't have money, broke, couldn't pay rent. But you know what sustained me was Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. What would be added? The basic needs of life. Your food, clothing, and shelter. God would take care of that for you. Your faith, having faith and belief in him. So that's what would carry me through at that young age, and what still carries me through to this day. And then secondly, is to have godly counsel, someone that you can talk to, that will mentor you, that will tell you the truth, even when you don't want to hear the truth. Someone that's going to encourage you to accomplish your goals and your dreams, and yet keep you humbled. And I think of my Aunt Kitty. She did that for me. Oh my gosh. She was a powerful source in my life at my young age. And it was her that would encourage me. It was her that would push me through. It was her that kept me going and saying, Angeleen, or Gail, they call me at home, you can do this. You know, just stay focused. Don't get too uppity, high. You know, remain humble. And that's what carried me through as well. And then the third thing is believing in yourself. Invest in yourself so that you can believe in yourself enough so that you do not lose track of your dreams, you don't lose hope. And I found myself doing that at a young age. You know, you get into the rut of working, accomplishing the things in life, but then you don't really think about the dream that you used to dream about when you were younger, the things that you wanted to accomplish. And that could kind of get pushed, set aside in life. So if you really take the time to invest in yourself, invest in masterminds, invest in communities to really help you to grow and to mature and to just really believe in yourself so that you can accomplish what you set out to accomplish. Don't let anything kill your dreams. Believe in yourself. So what's next in my life? What I want to accomplish besides helping entrepreneurs reach their dreams and reach their goals through financial planning? I'm on a mission to personally to invest in properties to help the homeless. You see, because that's close home to me. I have a close family member that is homeless right now. And it's heartbreaking when you know you can't help them immediately. And I don't like that feeling. So I decided to invest in properties that people can afford to live and live with dignity. See, I have a family member, they're not on the street because of anything they've done of their own. It's because of, sickness. It's because of injury on the job. They're no longer able to work. And because of that, their finances have been limited. But yet they can't really qualify for public assistance. So they're living on the street. And I have made a vow to myself that I will be able to help somebody in the time of need when they come ask me for help. I'll have the resources and the ability to be able to help them. So my mission is to invest in properties in expensive San Diego to help those that are less fortunate at whatever period of time they are in their life. You see, it's not about finances for me. It's about helping others. And I want to be remembered for what I've done in life. I don't want to just be able to give people a handout. I want to be able to give them a hand up, to be able to lift them up when they're at their lowest. And that's what makes me feel good. That's when I know I have accomplished things. That's when I know that I'm working at my best, when I see others rise up from challenges in life. For every dollar saved is an opportunity to grow, thrive, and prosper. And that's what we do at Emmanuel and Ange Financial Services. We help entrepreneurs not only survive, but thrive in their business to grow and prosper. Let me share a story about a client who came to us online. They found us online. And they were just in wrecks with their books, not understanding their numbers, not knowing where this business was going to be able to survive or not. And so when we were able to put together a plan, a financial plan for their business, to show them their numbers, to understand their income and expenses, to know what it means to have a profit, they not only started to survive, but they started thriving. And out of that thrive, they grew from 5-figure business to a 6-figure business. And they are still growing to this day. So I just want to share with you, Emmanuel and Ange Financial Services look beyond the numbers, the financial reports, the tax returns, but we look at your future as a whole to help you grow, thrive, and prosper. So what I enjoyed here the most at Making an Entrepreneur, first of all, is meeting my man Shay for the first time in person, and his awesome staff that makes you feel comfortable. They're enthusiastic, they're encouraging, and just being able to make you feel comfortable, getting out of your head, you know, and be able to share your story to the world is an amazing thing. I never thought I'd be able to have an experience like this, and this is truly an awesome experience that I will never forget. To be able to share my story, to be able to talk to the world, to talk to people I've never seen before, and that this will go on even from generation to generation. This will be even carried down to my own children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren. So it's leaving a legacy that will live on forever and ever. So I would encourage you, if you're wanting to share your story, to get it out to the world, get in touch with my man, Shay Brown. He will get you there.